Long ago, in a small desert town, lived a humble woodcutter named Ali Baba. Each morning he set out with his donkey, chopping and selling firewood just to feed his family. Life was simple, quiet, and ordinary, until one day, fate took a wild turn. While cutting trees deep in the forest, Ali Baba heard the thunder of hooves. Startled, he hid behind a boulder. Through the dust rode 40 men in black cloaks, their horses glinting with stolen gold. They stopped before a huge stone cliff. The leader raised his hand and shouted words Ali Baba had never heard before. "Open Sesame!" To his amazement, the rock split open like a door. The men rode inside, sacks of treasure slung over their shoulders. After a while, the leader called, "Closer, Sesame!" and the mountain sealed shut again, as if nothing had ever moved. When silence returned, Ali Baba crept from hiding. Heart pounding, he whispered the same words, "Open Sesame." The rock obeyed. Inside shimmered mountains of gold coins, sparkling gems, and silver so bright it lit the walls. Ali Baba stared in disbelief. He took only a small bag of gold, enough to ease his family's hunger, and hurried home. That night, his wife could hardly believe her eyes. To weigh the coins, she borrowed a measuring scale from Ali Baba's greedy brother, Qasim. But Qasim's wife secretly dabbed honey on the scale. When Ali Baba returned it, a single gold coin stuck beneath, and the secret was out. Blinded by greed, Qasim set off for the cave the next morning. He shouted, "Open Sesame," entered and filled his arms with jewels. But when it was time to leave, his mind went blank. He cried, "Open barley, open oats, open anything." The door never moved. When the thieves returned, they found him trapped and ended his life on the spot. Ali Baba, learning of his brother's fate, wept in sorrow. He retrieved the body and, with the help of his clever servant Morgiana, buried him quietly to keep suspicion away. But the thieves soon discovered someone else knew their secret. Their leader vowed revenge. Days later, a rich merchant arrived in town, buying Ali Baba's firewood and charming everyone he met. He brought with him 40 great jars of oil, or so it seemed. In truth, only one jar held oil. The others hid the thieves. That night, as Ali Baba slept, Morgiana went to fetch oil for the lamps. From one jar, a whisper rose. "Is it time?" Her heart froze. She realized the jars were filled with men, waiting to attack. Quietly, she poured boiling oil into each jar, one after another, ending the ambush before it began. When the leader came later, Morgiana pretended to dance for his amusement, a dagger hidden beneath her scarf. With one swift strike, she ended his threat forever. The next morning, Ali Baba learned what she had done. He was filled with gratitude and set Morgiana free, honoring her bravery as that of true family. Years passed, Ali Baba returned to the secret cave once more. The treasure still shimmered untouched, but this time he took only what was needed to help the poor and those in need. He had learned that gold can fill a purse, but courage and loyalty fill the soul. And so the tale of Ali Baba and the 40 thieves lived on, a timeless reminder that true riches lie not in treasure, but in the heart that dares to do what's right. Subscribe to Ishverse Infinity for such fascinating storytelling.